Hey everybody, this is Kimmy Moon, and I'm going to help you use Wavemaker cards, which is a free writer's program that is just like or very close to Scrivener. It's not Scrivener, but it's hella close, and considering it's free, to me, that makes it amazing. So for all y'all that are sitting around with excuses like, I can't write a book yet because I don't have a better computer, I don't have this and I don't have that. Well, you can throw away the excuses and you might as well join me in writing a book because, well, why not? Anyway, so I'm making this tutorial for Wavemaker version 4 because the guy who made this was already kind enough to give us this program. And all he asked for is the occasional donation, which I think is more than fair, considering what all this thing can do. And yes, there is a bit of a learning curve, but I think that's because when he made it, I'm sure he was thinking that he was making it for people who would take the time to figure stuff out, which is fair. It's fair, because when I first started using it, I was kind of like, where are the help buttons? And no, you're not getting a lot of help buttons. So again, that's why I'm making this playlist. Now, the videos will be short because my attention span is short, and I'm not going to try to explain everything in one video because I'm not crazy. What I am going to do, though, is I will break this down each point. That way you can figure out how to do stuff without having to listen to me ramble and without having to watch 20-minute videos. Fair? Fair? Okay. So, to that end, first, obtaining Wavemaker cards. You can get it in your browser by just typing it in. I do not know if it's .net, .org, .com, don't care. It's Wavemaker cards, okay? Just make sure that little symbol that you see that looks like a mountain and it's some ice cream on top or something, make sure that's on there, and that'll tell you have the right program. I'm using this on a Chromebook. Like I said, you know, broke authors unite, right? And this is a used Chromebook, by the way. It's not even updated, but it still works. In fact, you can still use this on an expired Chromebook as long as you can get on the internet. So there you go. And how do I know? Because I have one of those too. Anyway, so if you go to your Chromebook where you load your programs, whether it's like Google Play or that little circle at the top thing, and just type in Wavemaker cards, I believe there's still the little download thing. Now the difference would be that if you load it from that, you're going to get it in that menu thing on the side. If you cannot load it that way, go to the browser and type it in, and you can access it and use it in the browser. Okay. You have to pardon me. I've got this like porno music going in the background, and it keeps getting louder when I'm talking. I swear, I think it's that whole smart TV thing, you know, how it's smart enough to try to talk over you when you're talking. Yeah, I'm starting to think all tech is like made by toddlers. You know, they want you to feel like you have a kid in the room or something. So you're going, shut up, shut up, shut up, I'm talking. Anyway, so this is what it's going to look like when you first open version 4. If it doesn't look like this, you might be on another version. So fair warning, if you're using another version, it's already discontinued and you could lose all your stuff. So make sure you upgrade to version 4. Now, at the bottom, you'll see where it says import a file from version 3. If you haven't, and like I said, if you were using 3 and your documents are in 3, go ahead and move them to 4 while you still can. Now, I can't tell you how to do it because I didn't. I was using 3, but I went old school, and I used 2 different computers because when it comes to saving documents and stuff, you know, I was a little paranoid that I'd lose them. So I was really cutting and pasting from one file to the next, and yeah, that took all damn day. But I didn't lose any of my files, so in that regard, you know, choose by me, right? Okay, so anyway. So the first thing I want to show you how to do, on this page, by the way, you can load your files from Google Drive. I'm not going to show you how to do that because I don't do that. It is possible. I used to do that on version 3 too, but Because, like I said, I'm a little scattered, scatterbrain. I have too many Gmail accounts, and so I kept forgetting which one had what file on it. So a smart person can load up and down from their Google Drive as long as they remember which account they logged in on. And then you can just save your files and make them go back and forth. Fair warning though, you can also lose your files or lose the saves if you don't do it right. Like if you upload when you meant to download, yeah, you could get yourself in a mess. That is too complicated for me, so I don't use it. But I'm telling you, it works if you know how to use it. Now, what do I use? I use this thing right here. I upload from my device, and then I save back to my device because that's back what I understand a computer to do, and so that's how I keep track of not losing files. Now, I don't know what's on the files, but I do know that that's how you keep from losing them. All right, so let's go over to new project because that's what we're doing right now. We are loading a new project. Now, projects are going to start completely blank. And up here, it says my project name. You can name this whatever you want. So you just, do the backspace thing and then you type in whatever. So I guess since we're writing a new book, we'll just say, I'm not putting a name on here. When I think of it, my title will be here eventually. How's that? Okay. And then you go down to books. And now this is the kind of cool part. This is considered one project as far as Wavemaker goes. So you can put as many books in here as you want and organize it according to what you need, okay? So for most of us, you can click on new. It's gonna give you the opportunity to put a name here. So I'm just gonna say this is the first one. You can put a description if you want to. How's that? And then you can go back to this little thing that looks like a house and go back to my books, and there you go. Okay, then when you make another one, it would say second one, if that's what you decide to do. And if you go back to the little house and go back to my books, now you can see you have a first one and a second one. What generally happens is whichever one you write in last, so let's say I add a folder and a page, which I'll show you how to do all that in a minute. This is something. Okay, then, and it does autosave. When I go back to my books, notice first one is now first again, and second one is now second. So whichever file you opened last or the most recent will show up at the top. Now, if you're going to organize your books, you can either organize, like write one book in one project like this one, or you can make a different book for each chapter depending on how you want to, work the files. So all I wanted to show you today was how you get your page open basically, and how you set up your new project. Now, like I said, I will make these very short and sweet. So this one is how to open Wavemaker. Oh yeah, let me go back here. Okay, so you want to save. Okay, and it's going to say yes. When you save it, notice how that's going to pop up down here. That's going to download it to your computer, by the way. Once you save it, you can click this and it's going to close your project, which means the entire thing is now no longer where you can find it. If you want to open it again, you load from your device and you're going to click on the one that you just saved. And so when you go back there, see, it's right back up here. Okay. Now I'm going to close it so I can go back to the page and show you. So this is what it's going to look like. You can do a new project. You can load it from your device and you can save it to your device, or you can have your files go back and forth to Google Drive, which I'm not going to show you because, like I said, I don't know how to do it because I don't use Google enough to do that, the drives competently. It's not that I don't use Google, it's that I don't keep up with anything, but we're working on that, and Wavemaker will help. Anyway, now, because this is absolutely free, I would suggest that you support by way of Patreon. So you're going to click here to give money to the guy who made this. I believe he's in the UK. Believe me, once I show you how to use this, you guys are going to see the value and want to support this, because we want this guy to keep making and upgrading and all that. And he should not have to make a tutorial for this, by the way, because there are plenty of us who use it who should be making these. And so I will be the first to make one that I've seen on the internet anyway for version 4, because so far I can't say I've seen any. Not saying they're not out there, it's saying I haven't seen one. So these will be mine. And yes, I'm author Kimmy Moon. I write BL and Yaoi erotica. And I promise that as I'm demonstrating this, I will not show you anything that will hurt your brain or your eyes. But nonetheless, see you in the next one, and enjoy using your free program.